For many years, Canada and the United States has been dream destination for Indian students. Every single year, lakhs of Indian students go these countries for higher education, better job opportunity, and the hope of settling there. Studying abroad is not just about education. It's about building a better future, gaining international exposure, and finding high-paying jobs. However, in 2024, something unexpected happened. The number of Indian students going to North America has dropped sharply. Reports show that Indian students' enrollment in the United States has fallen by 30%, while Canada has seen an even bigger drop of 60%. This means that compared to previous year, half the Indian students who usually go to these countries are choosing not to go this year. But why are Indians avoiding the US and Canada? Let's talk about that. Well, the biggest reason for this particular decline is uncertainty about visa and immigration rules. In the US, the return of Donald Trump as a president has made students really nervous. During his election campaign, Trump spoke about making immigration laws stricter, which has made many Indian students worried about visa restrictions and fewer job opportunities after their graduation. However, he later announced a plan to give green cards, that's permanent residency cards, to international students graduating from US universities. This has created a lot of confusion now. On one hand, he is making immigration harder, and on another hand, he is offering a way to stay in the US permanently. Many students are not sure whether it's worth the risk of investing their entire saving in an expensive US education when the policies keep on changing every single year. Then comes Canada. Now, in that particular country, things are even more difficult now. The Canadian government has introduced new rules that make it harder for international students to get study permit. They are also reducing the number of work permits, which is a major concern because most Indian students rely on part-time jobs to manage their expenses. The recent scandal about 20,000 students of Indian origin in Canada has also led to stricter monitoring and tougher visa approvals. Some Indian students reportedly use student visa as a way to enter Canada and then crossed illegally into the United States. Because of this, Canada has started investigating the role of some Indian agents and colleges in student visa fraud. All of this has made things even tougher for genuine students who just want to study and build a career. Let me tell you now, how bad is this decline? Back in 2023, India sent 2.69 lakh students to the US and 4.27 lakh students to Canada. But in 2024, these numbers have dropped drastically. The US saw a 30% drop and Canada had an even sharper 60% decline, as I told earlier. If we continue the number, then Indian students' arrival at both the countries have fallen by 50%. Well, the experts believe that this trend will continue in 2025 as well, which is another peak admission period for the universities. Fewer students means that Canadian colleges and US universities will lose billions of dollars because international students pay much higher tuition fee than the local students. Now, if this trend continues, universities in North America might struggle financially. While North America is becoming less attractive, other countries are gaining a lot of popularity among Indian students. The UK, Ireland and Australia have seen a rise in Indian students' enrollment because their visa policies are more welcoming. Now, these countries offer postgraduate work visas, allowing students to gain experience and apply for PR more easily. After that, France, Sweden and other European countries are also becoming very popular as they are offering better scholarship and job opportunities. Many students are now looking at Dubai, Singapore and even China for affordable and high-quality education. Some students are even choosing to stay in India only and apply for top universities like IITs, IIMs and private institutions that now offer competitive programs. Now, for students dreaming of studying abroad, this uncertainty can be actually frustrating. Here are few things that students and parents should keep in their mind. First of all, stay updated on all the visa rules. Immigration policies are changing rapidly, so always check the latest updates from official government websites before making any decision. Secondly, look beyond North America. Countries like the UK, Australia, and even some European nations are becoming great alternatives. They offer good job prospects and easier visa rules. Then, choose universities very carefully. Don't fall for fake agents or colleges with no proper accreditation. Always check if the universities has a good track record of placements and student support. Lastly, be financially prepared. With stricter visa permit rules, students need to plan their finances very carefully and make sure that they can afford tuition fee and living cost without relying too much on part-time jobs. Now, many Indian institutions now offer world-class education. So do consider India as well. Well, with the new campuses of foreign universities opening in India, students should explore local options before making a final decision. So in conclusion, the decline in Indian students migrating to the United States and Canada is a wake-up call for both students and government. While political and immigration policy are making things quite difficult, Indian students are smartly exploring new opportunities in other countries as well. If the US and Canada don't make their visa policy more student-friendly, they could lose a large share of talented Indian student population. Now for students, this is the time to think wisely, explore more options, and make informed decisions about your future.